What if the secrets of an ancient civilization were hidden not in dusty scrolls or forgotten tombs, but in the very stones of its buildings? Ancient Persia, a land of kings and legends, left behind architectural marvels that defy explanation even today. From towering ziggurats to intricate rock carvings, these structures whisper stories of a time when engineering and artistry reached heights we can barely comprehend. Yet, despite centuries of study, many of these wonders remain shrouded in mystery. Why were they built? How did ancient builders achieve such precision without modern tools? And what secrets do they still hold? In this video, we'll uncover 30 of these unexplained architectural wonders, each one a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of a civilization that continues to captivate us. So, if you're ready to step into a world where history and mystery collide, stay with us as we explore the enigmatic legacy of ancient Persia. By the end of this journey, you'll see these ancient structures not just as ruins, but as puzzles waiting to be solved. Let's begin. Now, let's turn our attention to the first wonder on our journey, the Ziggurat of Chogha Zanbil. Rising from the plains of modern-day Iran, this massive structure is one of the best-preserved ziggurats in the world, a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient Elamite civilization. Built around 1,250 years before the Common Era, this towering monument was dedicated to the god Inshushinak, the protector of Susa, the Elamite capital. But what makes this ziggurat truly remarkable isn't just its size, it's the mysteries that surround it. How did the Elamites construct such a precise and monumental structure without the tools we have today? The bricks used in its construction were baked to perfection, and the entire complex was designed with a level of symmetry that still baffles modern engineers. The religious significance of Chogha Zanbil is equally fascinating. It wasn't just a temple, it was a sacred space meant to bridge the gap between the earthly and the divine. The ziggurat's terrace design was believed to symbolize a stairway to the heavens, a place where gods and humans could meet. Yet, despite its grandeur, the site was abandoned just a few centuries after its completion. Why? Some theories suggest political upheaval, while others point to environmental changes, but the truth remains elusive. Adding to its intrigue, Chogha Zanbil was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, recognized not just for its historical importance but for the unanswered questions it poses. What was the full extent of its religious ceremonies? Why was it built in such a remote location? And what secrets still lie buried beneath its ancient bricks? As we stand before this enigmatic structure, we're reminded that some mysteries are as enduring as the stones themselves. Next, we'll explore another marvel that has stood the test of time, the tomb of Cyrus the Great. Moving forward in our exploration of ancient Persia's architectural wonders, we arrive at the tomb of Cyrus the Great, a structure that embodies both simplicity and grandeur. Located in Pasargadae, this tomb stands as a timeless tribute to one of history's most influential leaders. Unlike the towering ziggurats or ornate palaces, Cyrus's tomb is strikingly modest in design, yet its significance is anything but small. Built around 530 years before the Common Era, the tomb's clean lines and unadorned stonework reflect the humility and wisdom of the man it honors. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This monument is a masterpiece of ancient engineering and symbolism. The tomb's design is a marvel in itself. It consists of a rectangular chamber resting atop a stepped platform, a style that some scholars believe was inspired by earlier Mesopotamian architecture. What's truly fascinating, though, is its alignment with celestial bodies. The tomb is positioned in such a way that it aligns with the rising sun during the equinoxes, suggesting a connection between Cyrus's legacy and the cycles of nature. Was this intentional? Many believe so, pointing to the Achaemenid Empire's reverence for cosmic harmony and the divine. This alignment adds a layer of mystery to the tomb, hinting at a deeper spiritual or astronomical purpose that we're only beginning to understand. Another enduring mystery is how the tomb has remained untouched by time and invaders, despite the countless empires and armies that have swept through Persia over the centuries. Cyrus's resting place has stood unscathed. Some attribute this to the respect Cyrus commanded even among his enemies, while others point to the tomb's remote location and sturdy construction. Alexander the Great, who famously admired Cyrus, is said to have visited the tomb and ordered its restoration after finding it damaged. This act of reverence speaks volumes about the lasting impact of Cyrus's legacy, yet questions remain. Why was such a powerful ruler buried in such a simple tomb? Was it a reflection of his personal values, or was there a deeper cultural or religious significance? And how has the tomb managed to survive so intact while other ancient structures have crumbled? As we stand before this ancient monument, we're reminded that sometimes the greatest mysteries are hidden in the simplest forms. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of the Persepolis Terrace, a site that showcases the grandeur and ambition of the Achaemenid Empire. Now, let's step into the heart of the Achaemenid Empire as we explore the awe-inspiring Persepolis Terrace. This grand ceremonial capital, built over 2,500 years ago, stands as a testament to the empire's ambition, artistry, and engineering prowess. Perched on a massive stone platform carved into the side of a mountain, Persepolis was more than just a city. It was a symbol of power and unity, designed to impress and inspire all who entered its gates. The engineering behind the Persepolis Terrace is nothing short of extraordinary. The platform itself, measuring over 125,000 square meters, was constructed by leveling the rocky terrain and filling it with layers of stone and mortar. This massive foundation supported a complex of palaces, audience halls, and treasuries, all built with precision and grandeur. The sheer scale of the project raises questions about how ancient builders achieved such feats without modern machinery. Some theories suggest the use of ramps, pulleys, and a highly organized workforce, but the exact methods remain a mystery. One of the most striking features of Persepolis is its intricate carvings, which adorn the walls and staircases of the complex. These reliefs depict scenes of tribute, royal processions, and mythological creatures, offering a glimpse into the empire's cultural and political life. The carvings are not just decorative, they tell a story. Each figure, from the king to the foreign envoys, is meticulously detailed, symbolizing the empire's vast reach and the diversity of its subjects. But why were these carvings created with such precision? Were they meant to immortalize the empire's achievements, or did they serve a deeper ceremonial or spiritual purpose? The answers remain elusive, adding to the site's enigmatic allure. Perhaps the greatest mystery surrounding Persepolis is its sudden and dramatic destruction. In 330 years before the Common Era, Alexander the Great's army swept through Persia and Persepolis was set ablaze. The reasons for this act of destruction are debated. Some historians believe it was an act of revenge for the Persian invasion of Greece, while others suggest it was a symbolic gesture to mark the end of the Achaemenid Empire. Whatever the motive, the burning of Persepolis left behind a haunting legacy. The charred remains of its once magnificent structures stand as a poignant reminder of the impermanence of even the greatest civilizations. As we walk among the ruins of Persepolis, we're left to wonder, what secrets lie buried beneath its stones? What stories do its carvings still hold? And what might this grand city have looked like in its prime? Next, we'll journey to the Taq-e Bostan Rock Reliefs, where the artistry of ancient Persia takes on a new dimension. Moving from the grandeur of Persepolis, we now turn our attention to the Taq-e Bostan Rock Reliefs, a breathtaking collection of carvings nestled near the city of Kermanshah. These ancient masterpieces, carved directly into the face of a limestone cliff, offer a vivid window into the ceremonial and artistic traditions of the Sassanid Empire, which ruled Persia from the 3rd to the 7th century. Unlike the sprawling ruins of Persepolis, the Taq-e Bostan site is more intimate, yet its carvings are no less impressive, capturing moments of royal splendor and divine connection. The most striking feature of Taq-e Bostan is its large arched niches, each housing intricate reliefs that depict scenes of kingship, coronation, and hunting. One of the most famous carvings shows King Khosrow II mounted on his armored horse, Shabdiz, standing triumphantly over a wild boar. The level of detail in this scene is astonishing. Every fold of the king's robe, every strand of the horse's mane, and even the texture of the boar's hide are rendered with remarkable precision. But what makes these carvings truly fascinating is their symbolism. The scenes are not just artistic expressions, they are statements of power, legitimacy, and divine favor. The king is often shown receiving a crown from the gods, reinforcing the idea that his rule was sanctioned by the heavens. Yet, the exact meanings behind these symbols remain a subject of debate among historians. Were they purely political, or did they carry deeper spiritual significance? Another mystery lies in the techniques used to create these carvings. The precision and scale of the reliefs suggest a high level of skill and planning, but how did the artisans achieve such perfection without modern tools? Some theories propose the use of scaffolding and detailed sketches, while others suggest that the carvings were created over many years, with each generation of artisans adding to the work. The tools they used, the methods of measurement, and even the pigments for any original coloring are still unknown, leaving us to marvel at their craftsmanship without fully understanding how it was accomplished. The Taq-e Bostan Rock Reliefs also raise questions about their purpose. Were they meant to inspire awe in visitors, to immortalize the achievements of the Sassanid kings, or to serve as a sacred space for rituals? The site's location near a natural spring adds another layer of intrigue, as water has long been associated with purity and renewal in Persian culture. Could this have been a place where kings were anointed or where important ceremonies took place? The answers remain hidden, much like the secrets of the artisans who created these enduring works of art. As we stand before these ancient carvings, we're reminded of the power of art to transcend time. The Taq-e Bostan Rock Reliefs not only showcase the skill and vision of their creators, but also invite us to ponder the stories they tell and the mysteries they hold. Next, we'll venture to the Naqsh-e-Rustam necropolis, where the tombs of Persian kings are carved into the cliffs, offering yet another glimpse into the grandeur of ancient Persia. Leaving the intricate carvings of Taq-e Bostan behind, we now journey to the Naqsh-e-Rustam necropolis, a site that stands as a testament to the grandeur and spiritual depth of ancient Persia. Carved into the towering cliffs near Persepolis, this necropolis is home to the monumental tombs of 4 Achaemenid kings, each a masterpiece of rock-cut architecture. The sheer scale of these tombs is awe-inspiring, with their towering facades and intricate details that seem to defy the limits of ancient engineering. But beyond their physical grandeur, these tombs hold deeper mysteries tied to the beliefs and traditions of the Persian Empire. The 4 tombs at Naqsh-e-Rustam are believed to belong to Darius the Great, Xerxes I, Artaxerxes I, and Darius II. Each tomb features a similar design, a cross-shaped facade with a central chamber where the king's sarcophagus would have been placed. Above the entrance of each tomb, a carved relief depicts the king standing before a fire altar, a symbol of Zoroastrian worship. This imagery highlights the deep connection between the Achaemenid rulers and Zoroastrianism, the dominant religion of ancient Persia. The fire altar, often accompanied by a winged figure representing the divine, suggests that the kings were not just earthly rulers but also spiritual leaders, chosen by the gods to guide their people. Yet the question remains, why were only 4 kings buried here? The Achaemenid Empire spanned over 2 centuries, with numerous rulers who left their mark on history. Some scholars suggest that Naqsh-e-Rustam was reserved for kings who achieved exceptional feats or held a special status within the empire. Others propose that the site's proximity to Persepolis, the ceremonial capital, made it a sacred space for the most revered rulers. There's also the possibility that the cliff simply ran out of space, forcing later kings to find alternative burial sites. Whatever the reason, the limited number of tombs adds an air of exclusivity to Naqsh-e Rustam, making it a place of both reverence and intrigue. Another mystery lies in the tomb's construction. How did ancient artisans carve these massive structures into solid rock with such precision? The tombs are located high on the cliff face, requiring advanced techniques to access and shape the stone. Some theories suggest the use of scaffolding and pulleys, while others point to the possibility of a gradual, generational effort. The exact methods remain unknown, leaving us to marvel at the ingenuity of the ancient Persians. The Naqsh-e Rustam necropolis is more than just a burial site. It's a window into the spiritual and political world of ancient Persia. The tomb's alignment with Zoroastrian beliefs, their architectural brilliance, and the unanswered questions surrounding their use make this site a captivating piece of history. As we move forward, we'll explore the Pasargadae gardens, where the ancient Persian concept of paradise comes to life in a stunning display of nature and engineering. Now, let's step into the lush world of the Pasargadae gardens, where the ancient Persian vision of paradise comes to life. These gardens, often referred to as the earliest example of the Persian paradise garden, were designed to reflect the harmony between nature and human ingenuity. The concept of paradise, or paradisa in Old Persian, was deeply rooted in Persian culture, symbolizing an earthly utopia of beauty, order, and abundance. At Pasargadae, this idea was brought to life through a carefully planned layout that combined symmetry, water features, and lush greenery, creating a space that was both functional and deeply symbolic. The design of the Pasargadae gardens was revolutionary for its time. Divided into 4 quadrants by intersecting waterways, the gardens followed a geometric pattern known as the Chahar Bagh, or fourfold garden. This layout not only provided aesthetic balance but also served a practical purpose, ensuring that water was distributed evenly throughout the space. The waterways were fed by an advanced irrigation system which drew water from nearby rivers and streams, channeling it through a network of underground canals and channels. This system allowed the gardens to flourish even in the arid climate of the region, showcasing the Persians' mastery of hydraulic engineering. But what makes the Pasargadae gardens truly fascinating is the mystery surrounding their exact layout and purpose. While the fourfold design is well documented, the specific arrangement of plants, pathways, and structures remains a subject of debate. Some scholars believe the gardens were purely ornamental, designed to showcase the wealth and power of the Achaemenid kings. Others suggest they had a more practical function, serving as a space for royal ceremonies, gatherings, or even agricultural experimentation. The presence of pavilions and open-air structures within the gardens hints at their use as a place of leisure and contemplation, but their full significance is still shrouded in mystery. Another intriguing aspect is the symbolic meaning behind the garden's design. The fourfold layout is thought to represent the 4 elements: earth, water, air, and fire, central to Zoroastrian cosmology. The flowing water, in particular, held spiritual significance, symbolizing purity and life. This blend of practicality and symbolism reflects the Persian worldview, where the natural and the divine were deeply intertwined. As we explore the Pasargadae gardens, we're reminded of the ingenuity and vision of the ancient Persians. Their ability to transform a harsh landscape into a thriving paradise speaks to their understanding of both nature and human need. Yet, the unanswered questions about the garden's exact layout and purpose continue to intrigue historians and visitors alike, inviting us to imagine the splendor of this ancient oasis. Next, we'll uncover the secrets of the palace of Darius in Susa, where the grandeur of the Achaemenid Empire reached new heights. Moving from the serene beauty of the Pasargadae gardens, we now journey to the heart of the Achaemenid Empire, where the Palace of Darius in Susa stands as a testament to imperial grandeur and architectural brilliance. This sprawling complex built by Darius the Great was more than just a royal residence, it was a symbol of the empire's vast reach and cultural sophistication. Constructed in the late 6th century BC, the palace was designed to awe and inspire, showcasing the wealth and power of the Persian kings. One of the most striking features of the Palace of Darius is its use of materials sourced from across the empire. The construction of this monumental structure was a logistical marvel, with materials like cedar wood from Lebanon, gold from Sardis, and lapis lazuli from Afghanistan transported over vast distances to Susa. The palace's walls were adorned with glazed brick panels, intricately decorated with motifs of lions, griffins, and soldiers, creating a dazzling visual display that reflected the empire's diversity and artistic achievements. This deliberate use of materials from conquered territories was not just a display of wealth but also a political statement, emphasizing the unity and strength of the Achaemenid Empire. The palace's layout was equally impressive, featuring grand halls, courtyards, and private quarters designed to accommodate the king and his court. The Apadana, or audience hall, was the centerpiece of the complex where Darius received dignitaries and conducted official business. Its massive columns, reaching heights of over 60 feet, were topped with ornate capitals shaped like bulls or lions, symbolizing the king's authority and the empire's might. The sheer scale of the Apadana was intended to overwhelm visitors, reinforcing the power and prestige of the Persian ruler. Yet, what remains most intriguing about the Palace of Darius is the mystery of how it was maintained as a center of power for centuries. Despite its location in a region prone to earthquakes and political upheaval, the palace continued to function as a hub of administration and diplomacy long after Darius's reign. Scholars have speculated about the systems in place to manage such a vast complex, from the logistics of maintaining its lavish decorations to the organization of its workforce. The palace's ability to endure as a symbol of imperial authority speaks to the efficiency and adaptability of the Achaemenid administration. The Palace of Darius in Susa is a masterpiece of ancient architecture, blending artistry, engineering, and political symbolism into a single, awe-inspiring structure. Its grandeur continues to captivate historians and visitors alike, offering a glimpse into the world of one of history's most powerful empires. As we leave the palace behind, we turn our attention to another monumental achievement of the Achaemenid era, the Baisotan inscription, where the story of Darius's rise to power is etched in stone for all to see. As we step away from the grandeur of the Palace of Darius, our journey takes us to the rugged cliffs of Mount Baisotan, where one of the most remarkable achievements of ancient Persia is carved into the stone face. The Baisotan inscription, commissioned by Darius the Great, is not just a testament to his reign but also a monumental puzzle that has fascinated historians for centuries. This massive trilingual inscription, etched high above the ground, tells the story of Darius's rise to power and his consolidation of the Achaemenid Empire. But its creation was no small feat. It was a daring act of engineering and artistry that continues to inspire awe. The inscription, carved around 520 BC, is written in 3 languages: Old Persian, Elamite, and Babylonian. This trilingual approach was a deliberate choice, designed to communicate Darius's message to the diverse peoples of his empire. The Old Persian script, in particular, was a relatively new development, and the Baisotan inscription is one of the earliest known examples of its use. The text recounts Darius's victories over rival claimants to the throne, his divine right to rule, and his vision for a unified empire. But creating such a detailed and precise inscription on a sheer cliff face was an extraordinary challenge. The craftsmen had to work at dizzying heights, carving each letter and symbol with meticulous care, all while ensuring the text remained legible from a distance. The historical significance of the Baisotan inscription cannot be overstated. It serves as a primary source for understanding the early years of Darius's reign and the political turmoil that followed the death of his predecessor, Cambyses II. The inscription also provides valuable insights into the administrative and cultural practices of the Achaemenid Empire, but for centuries its message remained a mystery. The languages used in the inscription had long been forgotten, and the text was indecipherable to scholars. It wasn't until the 19th century that breakthroughs in linguistics allowed researchers to crack the code, unlocking the secrets of Darius's proclamation. The decipherment of the Bostan inscription is a story of perseverance and ingenuity. British officer Henry Rawlinson played a pivotal role in this effort, scaling the cliff face to make detailed copies of the text. By comparing the three languages and drawing on his knowledge of ancient scripts, Rawlinson was able to decode the Old Persian portion, which in turn provided the key to understanding the Elamite and Babylonian sections. This breakthrough not only revealed the content of the inscription, but also opened the door to deciphering other ancient texts, revolutionizing the study of ancient Near Eastern history. Yet, even with its message decoded, the Bostan inscription retains an air of mystery. Why did Darius choose such an inaccessible location for this monumental declaration? Some scholars believe it was intended to symbolize his divine authority, with the inscription serving as a permanent reminder of his connection to the gods. Others suggest it was a strategic choice, ensuring the message would endure for generations, untouched by the ravages of time or human interference. Whatever the reason, the inscription stands as a powerful testament to the ambition and vision of Darius the Great. As we leave the cliffs of Bostan behind, we turn our attention to another marvel of ancient Persian architecture, the Fire Temple of Isfahan, where the eternal flames of Zoroastrianism once burned bright, embodying the spiritual heart of an empire. Now, as we move from the towering cliffs of Bostan, our journey brings us to the spiritual heart of ancient Persia, the Fire Temple of Isfahan. This sacred site, dedicated to the Zoroastrian faith, was once home to an eternal flame, a symbol of purity and divine presence that burned ceaselessly for centuries. The fire temples of ancient Persia were more than just places of worship. They were centers of spiritual and cultural life, embodying the core beliefs of Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions. The Fire Temple of Isfahan, like other Zoroastrian temples, was designed to house the sacred fire, which was believed to represent the light of wisdom and the presence of Ahura Mazda, the supreme deity. The eternal flame was not just a religious symbol but also a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient Persians. Maintaining a fire that never extinguished required meticulous care and advanced engineering. The temple's priests, known as magi, were tasked with ensuring the flame's continuity, using a combination of natural fuels and carefully designed ventilation systems to keep it alive. The exact methods they employed remain a mystery, but their success in sustaining the fire for generations speaks to their skill and devotion. The architecture of the Fire Temple of Isfahan also holds deep symbolic meaning. The temple's design often featured a central chamber where the sacred fire was housed, surrounded by smaller rooms for rituals and gatherings. The use of fire-resistant materials such as stone and brick ensured the structure's durability, while the layout reflected the Zoroastrian emphasis on harmony and balance. The temple's orientation, often aligned with celestial bodies, further underscored its connection to the divine. These architectural choices were not merely functional, they were imbued with spiritual significance, creating a space that bridged the earthly and the divine. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Fire Temple of Isfahan is the mystery surrounding its eternal flame. How did the ancient Persians manage to keep a fire burning for so long without interruption? Some theories suggest the use of underground channels to supply fuel, while others point to the possibility of multiple fires being maintained simultaneously, ensuring that if one went out, another could take its place. The temple's location, often near natural gas vents, may have also played a role in sustaining the flame. Yet, despite these theories, the true methods remain shrouded in mystery, adding to the temple's allure. The fire temple of Isfahan is not just a relic of the past, it is a testament to the enduring legacy of Zoroastrianism and its influence on Persian culture. The temple's design and the symbolism of its eternal flame continue to inspire awe, reminding us of the profound spiritual and technological achievements of ancient Persia. As we leave this sacred site behind, our journey takes us next to the Taq-e Citadel, a monumental fortress that stood as a beacon of resilience and ingenuity along the Silk Road. Now, as we step away from the spiritual flames of Isfahan, our journey takes us to the formidable Taq-e Citadel, a marvel of ancient engineering and resilience. Rising from the desert landscape, this massive mud brick fortress stands as a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the people who built it over 2,000 years ago. Known as one of the largest adobe structures in the world, the Taq-e Citadel was not just a military stronghold but also a thriving hub along the Silk Road, connecting cultures and commerce across vast distances. The citadel's strategic location in the heart of the Silk Road made it a vital center for trade, where goods, ideas, and traditions flowed freely between east and west. Its sprawling complex included residential areas, markets, mosques, and even a governor's quarters, all enclosed within towering walls that offered protection from invaders. The sheer scale of the citadel, covering nearly 180,000 square meters, is a testament to the ambition and skill of its builders. But what truly sets Taq-e apart is its construction. Built entirely from mud bricks, the citadel was designed to withstand the harsh desert climate and the frequent earthquakes that shook the region. For centuries, the Taq-e citadel stood as an unyielding symbol of strength, surviving countless tremors that would have leveled lesser structures. The secret to its durability lies in its unique construction techniques. The builders used a combination of mud bricks, clay, and straw, creating a material that was both flexible and strong. The walls were reinforced with a series of arches and domes, which distributed the weight evenly and absorbed the shock of earthquakes. Additionally, the citadel's low, compact design minimized the risk of collapse during seismic activity. These innovations allowed the fortress to endure for over 2 millennia, earning it a reputation as an architectural wonder. However, the citadel's remarkable resilience was tragically tested in 2003 when a devastating earthquake struck the region, reducing much of the structure to rubble. The collapse of Taq-e was a profound loss, not only for its historical significance but also for the communities that had lived within its walls for generations. Yet, even in its ruined state, the citadel continues to inspire awe and admiration. Efforts to restore and preserve the site have been ongoing, offering a glimpse into the ingenuity of its original builders and the enduring legacy of their work. The mystery of how Taq-e withstood centuries of earthquakes before its collapse remains a topic of fascination for historians and engineers alike. Some theories suggest that the citadel's location on a stable bedrock foundation played a crucial role, while others point to the precise craftsmanship of its builders, who may have had an advanced understanding of seismic forces. Whatever the reason, the Taq-e citadel stands as a reminder of the remarkable achievements of ancient Persia, blending practicality, artistry, and innovation in a way that continues to captivate us today. As we leave this monumental fortress behind, our next stop takes us to the Anahita Temple, a site dedicated to the ancient goddess of water and fertility, where new mysteries await. Turning our attention now to the sacred waters of ancient Persia, we arrive at the Anahita Temple, a site steeped in both reverence and mystery. Dedicated to Anahita, the goddess of water, fertility, and healing, this temple stands as a testament to the spiritual and cultural importance of water in a land often defined by its arid landscapes. The temple's unique design and purpose reflect the deep connection between the people of ancient Persia and the life-giving force of water, making it a fascinating subject of study and wonder. The Anahita temple is renowned for its distinctive architectural features, which set it apart from other religious structures of its time. Unlike many temples that were built to house statues or idols, this temple was designed around a central water feature, emphasizing the goddess's association with water. At its heart lies a large, rectangular pool fed by a natural spring, which was believed to hold sacred properties. The pool was surrounded by a series of stone columns and walkways, creating a serene and contemplative space for worshippers. The temple's layout was carefully planned to align with the flow of water, symbolizing the life-giving and purifying qualities of Anahita herself. Religiously, the temple served as a focal point for rituals and ceremonies honoring Anahita, who was revered as a protector of life and a bringer of prosperity. Pilgrims from across the empire would journey to the temple to offer prayers and gifts, seeking her blessings for fertility, health, and abundance. The temple's location near a natural spring further reinforced its spiritual significance, as water was seen as a direct manifestation of the goddess's power. This connection between the physical and the divine made the Anahita temple a place of profound importance in the religious landscape of ancient Persia. Yet, despite its prominence, the temple's decline remains shrouded in mystery. Historians believe that the site fell into disuse around the time of the Islamic conquests in the 7th century, as the new rulers discouraged the worship of pre-Islamic deities. Over time, the temple was abandoned and gradually reclaimed by nature, its once vibrant ceremonies fading into obscurity. The exact reasons for its decline are still debated, with some suggesting that changes in religious practices played a role, while others point to environmental factors, such as shifts in the water supply, that may have diminished the temple's significance. The rediscovery of the Anahita temple in modern times has sparked renewed interest in its history and purpose. Archaeologists have uncovered remnants of the temple's grand architecture, including fragments of its stone columns and intricate carvings, offering glimpses into its former glory. These findings have shed light on the temple's construction techniques and its role in ancient Persian society, but many questions remain unanswered. How did the temple's rituals evolve over time? What led to its eventual abandonment, and what secrets might still lie buried beneath its ruins? As we leave the tranquil waters of the Anahita temple behind, our journey continues to the ingenious Qanat water systems, where we'll explore the ancient engineering marvels that sustained Persian cities for centuries. These underground aqueducts, much like the temple, reflect the profound relationship between the people of ancient Persia and the precious resource of water, revealing yet another layer of their remarkable ingenuity and resilience. Now, let's delve into one of the most ingenious feats of ancient engineering, the Qanat water systems. These underground aqueducts were the lifeblood of Persian cities, providing a reliable water supply in a region where water was often scarce. The Qanat systems were not just practical solutions, they were masterpieces of human ingenuity, designed to harness and distribute water across vast distances with remarkable precision. The construction of a Qanat began with the identification of a water source, typically a natural spring or an underground aquifer. From there, a series of vertical shafts were dug into the ground, connected by a gently sloping tunnel that carried the water to its destination. This design allowed water to flow naturally without the need for pumps or external energy, making it a sustainable and efficient system. The tunnels were often lined with stone or clay to prevent collapse and contamination, showcasing the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Persians. What makes the Qanat systems truly remarkable is their longevity. Some of these aqueducts have been in continuous use for over 2,000 years, a testament to their durability and the meticulous care with which they were maintained. The maintenance of these systems was a community effort, with local populations taking responsibility for cleaning and repairing the tunnels to ensure their continued operation. This collective effort highlights the importance of water management in Persian society and the deep respect for this vital resource. Yet, the mystery of how these systems were maintained over centuries remains a topic of fascination. How did ancient engineers ensure the tunnels remained stable and functional for so long? What techniques did they use to detect and repair leaks or blockages? And how did they manage to construct these intricate networks without the advanced tools and technology we have today? These questions continue to puzzle historians and archaeologists, adding to the allure of the Qanat systems. The Qanat water systems were more than just engineering marvels. They were a reflection of the Persian people's deep connection to their environment. By harnessing the power of water, they transformed arid landscapes into thriving communities, demonstrating their resilience and resourcefulness. As we move forward in our exploration, we'll uncover another layer of Persian ingenuity with the tomb of Esther and Mordechai, a site that bridges history, religion, and mystery in a way that continues to captivate us today. Now, shifting our focus to a site that intertwines history, faith, and mystery, we arrive at the tomb of Esther and Mordechai in Hamadan. This sacred shrine holds a unique place in both Jewish and Persian heritage, serving as a testament to the enduring connections between cultures and religions. The tomb is believed to house the remains of Esther, the Jewish queen of Persia, and her cousin Mordechai, whose story is immortalized in the biblical book of Esther. Their tale of courage and divine intervention during the reign of King Ahasuerus has inspired generations, making this site a place of pilgrimage and reverence. The architecture of the tomb itself is a fascinating blend of Persian and Jewish influences. The structure features a domed roof, a common element in Persian architecture, while its interior is adorned with Hebrew inscriptions and symbols that reflect its religious significance. The tomb's design is relatively modest compared to other grand Persian monuments, yet its simplicity adds to its solemn and sacred atmosphere. Visitors often describe a sense of awe and tranquility when standing within its walls, as if the space itself carries the weight of centuries of devotion and history. One of the most intriguing aspects of the tomb of Esther and Mordechai is the mystery surrounding its origins. While tradition holds that the site dates back to the time of Esther and Mordechai, historical evidence is scarce, leaving scholars to debate its true age and authenticity. Some theories suggest that the tomb may have been constructed much later, during the Sassanid or Islamic periods, as a way to honor these revered figures. Others argue that the site could have been a Zoroastrian fire temple repurposed for Jewish use, adding another layer of complexity to its history. The connection between Esther and Mordechai and the Persian Empire is another point of fascination. Their story, as told in the Book of Esther, highlights the delicate balance of power and faith in ancient Persia. Esther's bravery in revealing her Jewish identity to King Ahasuerus to save her people from persecution is a powerful narrative of courage and divine providence. Yet, the historical accuracy of these events remains debated, with some historians questioning whether Esther and Mordechai were real figures or symbolic representations of the Jewish experience in Persia. Despite these uncertainties, the tomb of Esther and Mordechai continues to draw visitors from around the world, serving as a bridge between cultures and faiths. Its enduring significance lies not only in its religious importance, but also in its ability to spark curiosity and dialogue about the shared histories of Judaism and Persia. As we move forward, our journey takes us to another enigmatic site, the Sassanid Palace of Savastan, where architecture and mystery converge in a remote and unexpected setting. Now, as we journey further into the heart of ancient Persia, we find ourselves standing before the enigmatic Sassanid Palace of Savastan. Nestled in a remote and seemingly isolated location, this structure has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Unlike the grand ceremonial capitals or bustling urban centers of the Persian Empire, the Palace of Savastan sits quietly in the countryside, its purpose shrouded in mystery. What could have prompted the construction of such an elaborate and sophisticated building in such an unexpected place? The palace's architectural style is a marvel in itself, showcasing the ingenuity of Sassanid builders. Built primarily of stone and brick, the structure features a series of domes, vaulted ceilings, and intricate arches that reflect the advanced engineering techniques of the time. The central hall, with its towering dome, is particularly striking, designed to create a sense of grandeur and awe. The use of light and space within the palace is masterful, with strategically placed windows and openings that allow natural light to illuminate the interior, creating a play of shadows that enhances its ethereal beauty. This blend of functionality and artistry is a hallmark of Sassanid architecture, yet the palace's remote location raises questions about its intended use. One of the most debated aspects of the Sassanid Palace of Savastan is its purpose. Some scholars believe it served as a royal retreat, a place where Sassanid kings could escape the pressures of court life and enjoy the tranquility of the countryside. Others argue that it may have been a hunting lodge, given its proximity to fertile plains and forests teeming with wildlife. There are also theories that the palace had a religious or ceremonial function, possibly as a Zoroastrian fire temple or a site for royal rituals. The absence of definitive historical records, however, leaves these theories open to interpretation, adding to the palace's air of mystery. The remote location of the palace only deepens the intrigue. Why build such an elaborate structure so far from major cities or trade routes? Some suggest that its isolation was intentional, designed to create a sense of exclusivity and privacy for its occupants. Others propose that the palace's location may have held symbolic or strategic significance, perhaps tied to ancient trade networks or regional power dynamics. The lack of surrounding settlements or infrastructure further complicates the picture, leaving us to wonder how such a grand project was sustained in such a secluded area. As we explore the Sassanid Palace of Savastan, we are reminded of the enduring allure of ancient Persia's architectural wonders. Its unique design, combined with the unanswered questions surrounding its purpose and location, invites us to imagine the lives of those who once walked its halls. What stories could these walls tell if they could speak? For now, the palace remains a silent yet captivating testament to the creativity and ambition of the Sassanid Empire. And as we move forward, our journey takes us to another towering marvel, the Taq-e Bostan Tower, where astronomy and architecture converge in a structure that reaches for the heavens. Now, shifting our gaze to the skies, we arrive at the awe-inspiring Taq-e Bostan Tower, a structure that seems to defy both time and gravity. Rising over 160 feet into the air, this towering brick monument is a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of ancient Persian architects. Built in the year 1006 during the reign of Qaboos ibn Voshmgir, a ruler of the Ziyarid dynasty, the tower stands as a striking blend of art, science, and mystery. Its sheer height and slender form make it one of the most distinctive landmarks of ancient Persia, but its true significance lies in the secrets it holds. The Taq-e Bostan Tower is not just a marvel of engineering, it is also a celestial observatory. The tower's precise alignment with the cardinal directions suggests a deep understanding of astronomy. Some scholars believe it was designed to track the movement of the sun, moon, and stars, serving as a tool for both navigation and timekeeping. The tower's conical shape and its placement on a hilltop amplify its connection to the heavens, as if it were a bridge between the earthly and the divine. This alignment raises intriguing questions about the knowledge and intentions of its builders. Were they mapping the stars, or was the tower meant to symbolize something greater? Adding to the mystery are the inscriptions that adorn the tower's exterior. Written in Kufic script, these inscriptions are a rare example of early Islamic calligraphy, yet their meaning remains elusive. They mention the name of Qaboos ibn Voshmgir and the date of construction, but beyond that, their purpose is unclear. Some believe they were meant to convey a message of power and legacy, while others suggest they may have held a deeper, perhaps even spiritual significance. The inscriptions, combined with the tower's astronomical features, create a puzzle that continues to captivate historians and archaeologists. The tower's construction is another marvel in itself. Made entirely of baked brick, it has withstood the test of time, surviving earthquakes, wars, and the elements for over 1,000 years. The bricks are arranged in a precise geometric pattern, creating a visually stunning effect that changes with the light of the day. The interior, though largely empty, is designed to amplify sound, creating an eerie echo that adds to the tower's mystique. This combination of form and function highlights the sophistication of Persian engineering, yet it also leaves us wondering about the tower's original purpose. Was it a tomb, a monument, or something else entirely? As we stand beneath the towering Gonbad-e Kabus, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of ancient Persia's architectural wonders. Its blend of art, science, and mystery invites us to look beyond the surface and explore the deeper connections between humanity and the cosmos. What secrets does this towering structure still hold? For now, it remains a silent sentinel, reaching for the heavens and challenging us to uncover its story. And as we continue our journey, we turn our attention to another engineering marvel, the Shushtar historical hydraulic system, where water and ingenuity flow together in a masterpiece of ancient innovation. Now, as we journey from the celestial heights of the Gonbad-e Kabus Tower, we descend into the heart of ancient Persian ingenuity, where water becomes the lifeblood of innovation. The Shushtar historical hydraulic system, a sprawling network of watermills, dams, and canals, stands as one of the most remarkable feats of engineering from the ancient world. Built over 2,000 years ago, this system transformed the arid landscape into a thriving hub of agriculture and industry, showcasing the brilliance of Persian engineers who worked without the tools and technologies we rely on today. At the core of this hydraulic marvel is the Gaga River, which was skillfully diverted to power a series of watermills. These mills, some of the earliest of their kind, were used to grind grain, providing sustenance for the local population and fueling the economy. The precision with which the water was channeled through the system is nothing short of astonishing. The engineers created a complex network of canals that not only supplied water to the mills but also irrigated vast stretches of farmland, turning the region into a fertile oasis. The balance between functionality and efficiency is a testament to their deep understanding of hydraulics and their ability to harness natural resources. One of the most striking features of the Shushtar system is the Band-e-Mizan, a massive dam that regulated the flow of water with remarkable precision. This structure, built from stone and mortar, was designed to withstand the force of the river while maintaining a steady water supply for the mills and fields. The dam's construction required an intimate knowledge of materials and structural engineering, yet it was achieved without the aid of modern machinery or tools. How did they manage to calculate the exact angles and pressures needed to create such a durable and effective system? This question continues to puzzle historians and engineers alike. Adding to the mystery is the Salaysal Castle, a fortified structure that served as the control center for the entire hydraulic system. From here, engineers monitored the flow of water, adjusted the gates, and ensured the system operated smoothly. The castle's strategic location and its integration with the waterworks highlight the sophistication of Persian urban planning. It wasn't just about building structures, it was about creating a harmonious relationship between nature and human ingenuity. The Shushtar historical hydraulic system is more than just an engineering marvel. It is a symbol of the ancient Persians' ability to adapt and thrive in challenging environments. The system's design reflects a deep respect for the natural world, as well as a commitment to improving the lives of their people. Yet, despite our admiration for their achievements, many questions remain. How did they achieve such precision in their calculations? What techniques did they use to construct these massive structures without modern equipment? And what lessons can we, in the modern world, learn from their approach to sustainability and resource management? As we marvel at the ingenuity of the Shushtar system, we are reminded that the ancient Persians were not just builders, they were visionaries who saw the potential in every drop of water. Their legacy flows through the canals and mills, inviting us to explore the mysteries of their craft and to appreciate the timeless beauty of their work. And as we continue our exploration, we turn our attention to another enigmatic site, the Taq-e Bostan complex, where fire and water converge in a sacred union of myth and history. Now, as we leave the flowing waters of Shushtar behind, we step into a realm where fire and water intertwine in a sacred dance of myth and history. The Taq-e Bostan complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands as one of the most enigmatic and spiritually significant locations in ancient Persia. Nestled in a remote valley surrounded by volcanic mountains, this site was once a thriving Zoroastrian sanctuary, revered as a place where the divine and the earthly converged. At the heart of the complex lies the Pasargadae fire temple, one of the most important Zoroastrian fire temples in the ancient world. This temple housed an eternal flame, a symbol of purity and divine presence, which was said to have burned continuously for centuries. The fire was not just a religious symbol, it was a beacon of Persian identity, representing the connection between the people and their gods. The temple's architecture, with its massive stone walls and intricate carvings, reflects the grandeur and spiritual significance of this sacred space. Yet, the mystery of how the eternal flame was maintained remains unsolved. How did the priests keep the fire burning without interruption? What rituals and technologies were employed to sustain this symbol of divine power? Surrounding the fire temple is a stunning crater lake known as the Solomon's Pool. This natural lake, fed by underground springs, adds to the site's mystical aura. The water, believed to possess healing properties, was integral to the rituals performed at the temple. The combination of fire and water, two opposing elements, created a unique spiritual landscape that symbolized the balance of creation in Zoroastrian belief. The lake's serene beauty and its connection to the sacred fire temple make it a focal point of the complex, but its origins and the source of its waters remain shrouded in mystery. How did the ancient Persians harness this natural wonder to enhance their religious practices? And what secrets lie beneath its tranquil surface? The Taq-e Bostan complex is also steeped in legend, with ties to mythical kings and ancient prophecies. According to tradition, this site was associated with King Solomon, who is said to have imprisoned demons within the lake. The complex's name, which translates to Throne of Solomon, reflects this rich tapestry of myth and history. These legends, passed down through generations, add layers of intrigue to the site, blurring the lines between history and folklore. What truths lie behind these tales? And how did they shape the cultural and spiritual identity of the people who revered this place? The site's strategic location, surrounded by volcanic mountains, further adds to its mystique. The natural fortifications provided by the rugged terrain made it an ideal sanctuary, both spiritually and militarily. The complex served not only as a religious center but also as a place of refuge and power. The remnants of ancient walls, gates, and structures hint at its dual role as a sacred site and a stronghold. Yet, the reasons for its eventual decline and abandonment remain unclear. What events led to the fall of this once thriving sanctuary, and what lessons can we learn from its rise and fall? As we explore the Taq-e Bostan complex, we are reminded of the profound connection between nature, spirituality, and human ingenuity. The ancient Persians saw the divine in the elements around them, and they crafted a sanctuary that celebrated this harmony. The mysteries of the eternal flame, the sacred lake, and the legends of mythical kings continue to captivate us, inviting us to delve deeper into the rich tapestry of Persian history and culture. And as we move forward, our journey takes us to another architectural wonder, the Rayen Castle, a fortress that stands as a testament to resilience and endurance in the face of time and adversity. As we step away from the mystical allure of Taq-e Bostan, our journey now takes us to the formidable Rayen Castle, a towering testament to ancient Persian ingenuity and resilience. Rising from the arid plains of Kerman province, this adobe fortress stands as one of the best preserved examples of its kind, defying time and the elements for over 1,000 years. Built entirely from mud bricks, Rayen Castle is a marvel of engineering, showcasing the skill and resourcefulness of its creators. But what makes this fortress so extraordinary is not just its construction, it's the mystery of how it endured centuries of invasions, earthquakes, and harsh desert conditions. The castle's strategic location played a crucial role in its survival. Situated along ancient trade routes, Rayen Castle served as a vital stronghold, protecting the region's wealth and resources. Its towering walls, reaching heights of over 30 meters, were designed to withstand both human and natural threats. The fortress was divided into multiple sections, each serving a specific purpose, from residential quarters to storage areas and even a prison. This intricate layout reflects the castle's dual role as both a military outpost and a thriving community hub. But how did such a massive structure, built from fragile materials, remain intact through countless upheavals? The answer lies in the ingenuity of its design. The thick adobe walls provided natural insulation, keeping the interior cool in the scorching summers and warm during the cold winters. Additionally, the castle's foundations were reinforced with layers of stone, offering stability against earthquakes, a common threat in this seismically active region. Yet the true mystery of Rayen Castle lies in its ability to repel invaders. Despite its seemingly vulnerable construction, the fortress withstood numerous attacks over the centuries. Its labyrinthine layout, with narrow passageways and hidden chambers, made it nearly impossible for enemies to navigate. The castle's defenders could easily ambush intruders, turning the fortress into a deadly trap. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect is the role of its inhabitants. The people of Rayen were not just warriors, they were skilled craftsmen, farmers, and traders who contributed to the castle's self-sufficiency. This combination of military strategy and community resilience ensured the fortress's survival, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The castle's endurance is also a testament to the cultural and historical significance it held for the people of the region. Rayen Castle was more than just a fortress, it was a symbol of Persian identity and strength. Its survival through centuries of turmoil speaks to the determination and resourcefulness of those who built and maintained it. Today, as we walk through its ancient corridors and gaze upon its weathered walls, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Persian architecture and the mysteries that still surround this remarkable structure. As we leave Rayen Castle behind, our exploration of ancient Persia's architectural wonders continues, leading us to the Jameh Mosque of Isfahan, a masterpiece of Islamic architecture that has stood the test of time. Now, as we turn our attention from the rugged resilience of Rayen Castle, we find ourselves standing before the breathtaking Jameh Mosque of Isfahan, a living testament to the evolution of Islamic architecture. This mosque is not just a place of worship, it is a chronicle of Persian history, art, and culture, spanning over 12 centuries of continuous use and adaptation. Its story begins in the 8th century during the early days of Islam in Persia and unfolds through countless renovations and expansions, each layer adding to its grandeur and mystery. The Jameh Mosque is a masterpiece of architectural innovation, blending elements from different eras and styles into a harmonious whole. Its vast courtyard, surrounded by 4 towering Iwan's monumental arched gateways, creates a sense of awe and reverence. Each Iwan is adorned with intricate tilework, featuring geometric patterns and calligraphy that reflect the spiritual and artistic ideals of the time. The mosque's minarets, reaching skyward, serve as both a call to prayer and a symbol of divine connection. But what truly sets the Jameh Mosque apart is its ability to adapt and evolve. Over the centuries, it has incorporated influences from the Seljuk, Mongol, and Safavid dynasties, each leaving their mark on its design and function. One of the most fascinating aspects of the mosque is its continuous use. Unlike many ancient structures that fell into disrepair or were abandoned, the Jameh Mosque has remained a vibrant center of worship and community life. This raises an intriguing question. How has a structure so ancient managed to stay relevant and functional for over 1,000 years? The answer lies in its adaptability. The mosque has been repeatedly renovated and expanded to meet the changing needs of its worshippers, while still preserving its historical and spiritual essence. Its architects and caretakers have skillfully balanced tradition with innovation, ensuring that the mosque remains both a sacred space and a living monument. The mosque's interior is equally captivating, with its vast prayer halls and domed ceilings. The mihrab, or prayer niche, is a focal point of exquisite craftsmanship, adorned with glazed tiles and Quranic inscriptions. The play of light and shadow within the mosque creates a serene and contemplative atmosphere, inviting visitors to pause and reflect. Yet, beneath this beauty lies a deeper mystery. The mosque's layout and design reflect a profound understanding of geometry and acoustics, suggesting that its builders possessed advanced knowledge that remains unexplained. How did they achieve such precision without modern tools? And what secrets of ancient engineering are still hidden within its walls? The Jameh Mosque of Isfahan is more than just an architectural wonder. It is a symbol of continuity and resilience. Its ability to adapt and endure speaks to the ingenuity and devotion of those who built and maintained it. As we walk through its halls and courtyards, we are reminded of the enduring power of faith and the timeless beauty of Persian artistry. And now, as we prepare to explore the next chapter of our journey, we turn our gaze to the tomb of Daniel in Susa, a site that bridges the worlds of history, religion, and mystery. As we step away from the timeless beauty of the Jameh Mosque, our journey takes us to a site that bridges the realms of history, faith, and mystery, the tomb of Daniel in Susa. This sacred shrine, believed to house the remains of the biblical prophet Daniel, stands as a testament to the enduring power of shared reverence across cultures and religions. Nestled in the ancient city of Susa, the tomb is a place where Judaism, Islam, and Christianity intersect, each claiming a connection to the prophet and his legacy. The architectural style of the tomb is as unique as its spiritual significance. Unlike the grand mosques or palaces we've explored, the tomb of Daniel is a modest yet striking structure, characterized by its conical dome and whitewashed exterior. This simplicity, however, belies the complexity of its history. The tomb's design reflects a blend of Persian and Islamic influences, with its dome symbolizing the heavens and its interior adorned with intricate calligraphy and geometric patterns. The shrine's layout is designed to inspire humility and reflection, drawing visitors into a space that feels both intimate and sacred. What makes the tomb of Daniel truly remarkable is its universal veneration. For Jews, Daniel is a prophet whose wisdom and faith are celebrated in the Hebrew Bible. For Muslims, he is revered as a figure of righteousness and divine guidance. And for Christians, his story is a testament to unwavering faith in the face of adversity. This cross-religious reverence has made the tomb a site of pilgrimage for centuries, with people from diverse backgrounds coming to pay their respects. But this shared devotion also raises questions. Why has this particular site become a focal point for such widespread veneration? And how has it managed to maintain its spiritual significance across millennia? One of the enduring mysteries of the tomb of Daniel lies in its ability to unite people of different faiths. The shrine's caretakers have long welcomed visitors from all religious backgrounds, fostering an atmosphere of mutual respect and coexistence. This spirit of inclusivity is rare in a world often divided by religious differences, making the tomb not just a historical site but a symbol of hope and unity. Yet, the exact origins of the tomb and the circumstances of its construction remain shrouded in mystery. How did this site come to be associated with Daniel? And what secrets of its past are still waiting to be uncovered? As we stand before the tomb of Daniel, we are reminded of the power of shared stories and the ways in which they can transcend time and tradition. This humble shrine, with its quiet dignity and universal appeal, invites us to reflect on the connections that bind us all. And now, as we prepare to delve into the next chapter of our exploration, we turn our attention to the caravanserais of Persia, the ancient network of roadside inns that played a vital role in the Silk Road's bustling trade routes. Now, as we journey from the spiritual sanctuary of the Tomb of Daniel, we find ourselves stepping into the bustling world of ancient trade routes, where the caravanserais of Persia once stood as vital hubs of commerce and connection. These roadside inns scattered along the Silk Road were more than just resting places for weary travelers. They were the lifeblood of trade, culture, and communication across vast distances. Imagine a network of these structures, each one a beacon of hospitality in the midst of deserts, mountains, and plains, offering shelter, food, and safety to merchants, pilgrims, and explorers alike. The architectural design of the caravanserais is a marvel in itself. Built with remarkable uniformity, these structures typically featured a square or rectangular layout, with high walls for protection and a central courtyard surrounded by rooms and stables. The uniformity wasn't just for aesthetics, it served a practical purpose. Travelers, no matter where they were along the Silk Road, could expect the same level of comfort and security, knowing exactly what to expect when they arrived at a caravanserai. This consistency was crucial in an era where long journeys were fraught with uncertainty and danger. But how were these caravanserais maintained across such vast and often inhospitable landscapes? This is one of the enduring mysteries surrounding these ancient inns. The sheer scale of the Silk Road, stretching thousands of miles, would have made regular upkeep a monumental task. Yet, historical records suggest that these caravanserais were not only built to last, but were also meticulously maintained. Some theories propose that local communities played a key role, with nearby villages taking responsibility for the upkeep of these structures. Others suggest that the caravanserais were funded by wealthy patrons or rulers who recognized their importance to trade and diplomacy. Whatever the case, the fact that so many of these inns survived for centuries is a testament to their significance and the ingenuity of their creators. Beyond their practical function, the caravanserais also served as melting pots of culture and ideas. Within their walls, people from different regions, languages, and traditions came together, exchanging not only goods but also stories, knowledge, and beliefs. This cultural exchange was one of the Silk Road's greatest legacies, and the caravanserais were at the heart of it. Yet, despite their importance, many questions remain. Why were some caravanserais built in such remote locations? How did they manage to sustain themselves in areas with limited resources? And what role did they play in the broader political and economic systems of the time? As we reflect on the caravanserais of Persia, we are reminded of their role as more than just way stations. They were symbols of connection, resilience, and human ingenuity. These structures, though often overlooked, were essential to the flow of goods, ideas, and people across the ancient world. And now, as we prepare to move forward, our next stop takes us to the Achaemenid Royal Road, the ancient highway system that linked the vast Persian Empire and laid the groundwork for the Silk Road itself. Now, as we leave the bustling caravanserais behind, we step onto the ancient pathways of the Achaemenid Royal Road, a marvel of engineering that connected the vast Persian Empire from its heart in Persepolis to the distant reaches of its territories. This ancient highway, stretching over 1,600 miles, was more than just a road. It was the lifeline of an empire, facilitating communication, trade, and military movement across diverse landscapes, from rugged mountains to arid deserts. The Achaemenid Royal Road was a testament to the organizational genius of the Persian Empire. Built under the rule of Darius the Great in the 5th century BCE, it linked major cities like Susa, Sardis, and Persepolis, creating a network that allowed the empire to function as a cohesive unit. Along this road, royal couriers known as the king's messengers could travel swiftly, delivering messages and decrees across the empire in a matter of days. This system, often compared to a primitive postal service, was so efficient that Herodotus, the ancient Greek historian, famously remarked, "Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds." But the royal road was not just about speed, it was also a symbol of the empire's unity and power. The road was meticulously maintained, with way stations and rest stops strategically placed along its length to ensure the safety and comfort of travelers. These stations provided fresh horses, food, and shelter, enabling the couriers to maintain their relentless pace. The construction of such a vast and well-organized road system in an era without modern machinery remains one of the great mysteries of ancient engineering. How did the Persians manage to build and maintain this road across such challenging terrain? Some theories suggest the use of advanced surveying techniques and a highly skilled workforce, while others point to the empire's ability to mobilize resources on an unprecedented scale. The royal road also played a crucial role in trade, connecting the empire's rich agricultural heartlands with distant markets. Goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals flowed along this route, enriching the empire and fostering cultural exchange. Yet, despite its importance, many questions remain. How did the Persians ensure the road's durability over centuries? What materials and techniques were used to construct it? And how did they manage to keep it operational in the face of natural disasters and political upheavals? As we reflect on the Achaemenid Royal Road, we are reminded of its enduring legacy as a symbol of connectivity and innovation. This ancient highway not only strengthened the Persian Empire, but also laid the groundwork for future trade routes, including the Silk Road. And now, as we prepare to move forward, our journey takes us to the Sassanid reliefs at Naqsh-e Rojab, where the artistry and symbolism of ancient Persia come to life in stunning rock carvings. Shifting our focus from the vast highways of the Achaemenid Empire, we now turn our attention to the intricate artistry of the Sassanid reliefs at Naqsh-e Rojab. Nestled near the ancient city of Persepolis, these stunning rock carvings offer a glimpse into the grandeur and ceremonial life of the Sassanid dynasty, which ruled Persia from the 3rd to the 7th century CE. Carved into the limestone cliffs, these reliefs depict scenes of royal investitures, triumphs, and religious rituals, capturing the essence of Sassanid power and spirituality. The reliefs at Naqsh-e Rojab are not merely decorative, they are a visual narrative of the Sassanid king's divine right to rule. One of the most prominent carvings shows the coronation of Ardashir I, the founder of the Sassanid Empire, receiving the royal ring of authority from the Zoroastrian deity Ahura Mazda. This scene symbolizes the close relationship between the monarchy and religion, emphasizing the king's role as a divinely appointed ruler. Another striking relief portrays Shapur I, one of the most celebrated Sassanid kings, on horseback, commemorating his victories over Roman emperors. The level of detail in these carvings, from the intricate patterns on the royal garments to the expressive faces of the figures, showcases the exceptional skill of Sassanid artisans. What makes these reliefs even more fascinating is their remarkable state of preservation. Despite being exposed to the elements for over 1,500 years, the carvings retain much of their original clarity and detail. This raises intriguing questions about the techniques used by the Sassanid craftsmen. Did they employ special tools or methods to ensure the longevity of their work? Some scholars suggest that the choice of limestone, a relatively soft and workable material, allowed for greater precision and durability. Others point to the sheltered location of the cliffs, which may have protected the reliefs from harsh weather conditions. Yet, the mystery of their preservation remains unsolved, adding to the allure of these ancient masterpieces. Beyond their artistic and historical significance, the Sassanid reliefs at Naqsh-e also offer insights into the cultural and religious identity of ancient Persia. The depictions of Zoroastrian symbols and rituals highlight the central role of this ancient faith in Sassanid society. At the same time, the reliefs reflect the empire's interactions with neighboring civilizations, as seen in the portrayal of Roman captives and the adoption of Hellenistic artistic styles. This blend of local and foreign influences underscores the Sassanid Empire's position as a cultural crossroads. As we marvel at these carvings, we are left to ponder the stories they tell and the hands that crafted them. How did the artists achieve such precision without modern tools? What messages were they trying to convey to future generations, and what secrets of the Sassanid era remain hidden within these stone canvases? With these questions in mind, we now prepare to explore another enigmatic site, the Zoroastrian Towers of Silence, where the ancient rituals of sky burials reveal yet another layer of Persia's rich spiritual heritage. Moving from the artistic marvels of the Sassanid reliefs, we now journey to a site that embodies the spiritual practices of ancient Persia, the Zoroastrian Towers of Silence. These enigmatic structures, known as dakmas, were central to the Zoroastrian tradition of sky burials, a practice deeply rooted in the religion's reverence for the elements. Perched on elevated hills, these circular towers served as the final resting place for the deceased, where their bodies were exposed to the elements and scavenging birds. This ritual was believed to purify the soul while protecting the earth, fire, and water from contamination, a reflection of Zoroastrianism's profound respect for nature. The design of the Towers of Silence is as intriguing as their purpose. Built with concentric rings, the outer circle was reserved for men, the middle for women, and the innermost for children. This arrangement ensured that the remains were systematically consumed by vultures, leaving only the bones to dry under the sun. Over time, these bones were collected and placed in ossuaries within the towers. The entire process was carried out with meticulous care, overseen by Zoroastrian priests who ensured the rituals adhered to religious principles. Yet, the question remains, how did the ancient Zoroastrians develop such a precise and sustainable method of burial, and what knowledge guided their practices? The decline of the Towers of Silence is another layer of mystery. With the spread of Islam in Persia and the subsequent changes in burial customs, the use of dakmas gradually diminished. Modern urbanization and environmental concerns further contributed to their abandonment as vulture populations declined, making the practice unsustainable. Today, these towers stand as silent witnesses to a bygone era, their purpose largely forgotten. However, their legacy endures, offering a glimpse into the spiritual and ecological wisdom of ancient Zoroastrianism. What lessons can we learn from their approach to death and the natural world, and how did this practice shape the cultural identity of Persia? As we reflect on the Towers of Silence, we are reminded of the intricate relationship between life, death, and the environment in Zoroastrian belief. These structures not only served a practical purpose but also embodied a profound philosophical worldview. Their decline raises questions about the preservation of ancient traditions in a rapidly changing world. With these thoughts in mind, we now turn our attention to another architectural wonder, the Palace of Ardashir, where the grandeur of the Sassanid Empire comes to life in stone and mortar. Now, let us step into the grandeur of the Sassanid Empire as we explore the Palace of Ardashir, a masterpiece of ancient Persian architecture that continues to captivate historians and visitors alike. Built by Ardashir I, the founder of the Sassanid dynasty, this palace stands as a testament to the empire's ambition and ingenuity. Located near the city of Firuzabad in modern-day Iran, the palace is a striking blend of artistic elegance and structural innovation, designed to reflect the power and vision of its royal patron. One of the most remarkable features of the Palace of Ardashir is its use of domes and arches which were groundbreaking for their time. The central dome, supported by massive walls and intricate vaulting, showcases the Sassanid mastery of engineering. This architectural style not only provided stability but also created a sense of awe and grandeur, emphasizing the king's divine right to rule. The palace's layout is equally fascinating, with its interconnected halls, courtyards, and chambers designed to facilitate both ceremonial functions and private life. But what inspired such a sophisticated design, and how did the architects achieve such precision without modern tools? The symbolism embedded in the palace's design adds another layer of intrigue. The use of water channels and gardens within the complex reflects the Zoroastrian reverence for nature, while the alignment of certain structures with celestial bodies suggests a connection to cosmic order. Some scholars believe the palace was not merely a residence but also a symbolic representation of the king's authority and the harmony between heaven and earth. Yet the exact purpose of certain spaces remains a mystery. Were they used for religious rituals, administrative functions, or something entirely different? The answers may lie hidden within the palace's weathered stones. Another enigma surrounding the palace of Ardashir is its durability. Despite centuries of exposure to the elements and the passage of time, much of the structure remains intact. The use of locally sourced materials and advanced construction techniques has allowed it to withstand the test of time. However, the methods employed by the Sassanid builders to achieve such longevity are still not fully understood. How did they calculate the stresses and strains on the domes and arches, and what secrets of ancient engineering are yet to be uncovered within these walls? As we marvel at the Palace of Ardashir, we are reminded of the Sassanid Empire's legacy as a bridge between the ancient and medieval worlds. Its architectural innovations influenced not only Persian culture but also the development of Islamic architecture in later centuries. The palace stands as a silent witness to a golden age of Persian history, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of its design and the vision of its creators. With these reflections, we now turn our attention to another architectural gem, the Vank Cathedral in Isfahan, where the fusion of Persian and European styles tells a story of cultural exchange and resilience. Now, shifting our focus to a remarkable symbol of cultural harmony, we arrive at the Vank Cathedral in Isfahan. This stunning Armenian church stands as a testament to the rich tapestry of Persian history, where diverse traditions and artistic styles intertwine. Built in the 17th century during the reign of Shah Abbas I, the cathedral is a unique fusion of Persian and European architectural elements, reflecting the vibrant exchange of ideas and craftsmanship between East and West. The exterior of the Vank Cathedral, with its modest brickwork and unassuming dome, might not immediately catch the eye. However, stepping inside reveals a breathtaking world of intricate frescoes, gilded carvings, and vibrant tilework. The walls and ceilings are adorned with biblical scenes, painted in a style that blends European Renaissance techniques with Persian artistic sensibilities. This harmonious blend of influences creates a visual narrative that speaks to the shared cultural heritage of the Armenian community and their Persian neighbors. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Vank Cathedral is its survival and flourishing in a predominantly Muslim region. The Armenian community in Isfahan, relocated by Shah Abbas from the Armenian highlands, was granted religious freedom and allowed to build their places of worship. This tolerance and coexistence are embodied in the cathedral's very existence. Yet the question remains, how did this Christian sanctuary maintain its prominence and integrity over centuries, even as political and religious landscapes shifted around it? Some attribute its endurance to the mutual respect between communities, while others point to the cathedral's role as a cultural and educational hub, preserving Armenian language, art, and history. The cathedral also houses a museum and library, which hold priceless manuscripts, artifacts, and records documenting the Armenian diaspora in Persia. These collections not only highlight the community's contributions to Persian society, but also underscore the cathedral's role as a guardian of memory and identity. The survival of these treasures, despite the passage of time and the challenges of history, adds another layer of mystery to the Vank Cathedral story. As we reflect on the Vank Cathedral, we are reminded of the power of architecture to bridge divides and celebrate diversity. Its enduring presence in Isfahan is a testament to the resilience of cultural exchange and the shared human desire to create beauty and meaning. With this in mind, we now turn our attention to another architectural marvel, the Ali Kapu Palace, where music, art, and symbolism converge in a masterpiece of Safavid design. Moving from the cultural harmony of the Vank Cathedral, we now step into the grandeur of the Ali Kapu Palace, a masterpiece of Safavid architecture that stands as a symbol of artistic and intellectual achievement. Built in the early 17th century under Shah Abbas I, this palace served as the royal residence and a venue for grand ceremonies, blending functionality with breathtaking artistry. Its name, Ali Kapu, meaning lofty gate, hints at its significance as both a physical and symbolic entrance to the heart of Persian power. The palace's most iconic feature is its music room, a space that continues to captivate visitors and researchers alike. This room, located on the 6th floor, is adorned with intricate stucco work and lattice-like designs that create a mesmerizing visual effect. But what truly sets it apart is its acoustic design. The walls and ceilings are meticulously crafted to enhance sound, creating an auditory experience that feels almost otherworldly. Musicians performing in this space would have their notes amplified and harmonized, filling the room with a rich, resonant sound. The question that puzzles experts is how such precise acoustic engineering was achieved centuries ago without the tools and knowledge we have today. Was it the result of trial and error, or did the architects possess a deeper understanding of sound waves that has since been lost to history? Beyond its acoustic marvels, the Ali Kapu Palace is a treasure trove of symbolic decorations. The walls are covered with frescoes and paintings that depict scenes of courtly life, hunting expeditions, and mythical creatures. These artworks are not merely decorative, they carry layers of meaning, reflecting the Safavid dynasty's ideals of power, wisdom, and divine favor. The recurring motifs of birds, flowers, and celestial patterns suggest a connection between the earthly and the spiritual, a theme central to Persian art and philosophy. Yet, the exact symbolism behind some of these designs remains a mystery, inviting interpretations that continue to evolve with each new generation of scholars. Another intriguing aspect of the palace is its strategic location. Positioned at the entrance of the Naqsh-e Square, it served as a visual and ceremonial gateway to the royal complex. From its expansive balcony, Shah Abbas and his successors could oversee public events, military parades, and polo matches, reinforcing their authority and connection to the people. This vantage point also allowed the palace to function as a stage for the Safavid rulers to display their grandeur and benevolence, further solidifying their legacy. As we explore the Ali Kapu Palace, we are reminded of the ingenuity and creativity of the Safavid era. Its music room, symbolic decorations, and architectural brilliance stand as a testament to a time when art and science were deeply intertwined. Yet, the mysteries surrounding its design and purpose continue to inspire curiosity and wonder. With this in mind, we now turn our attention to another architectural gem, the Chehul Sultan Pavilion, where history and artistry converge in a celebration of Persian splendor. Now, let us journey from the acoustic wonders of the Ali Kapu Palace to the serene elegance of the Chehul Sultan Pavilion, a structure that embodies the artistic and political aspirations of the Safavid dynasty. Known as the Palace of 40 Columns, this pavilion is a stunning example of Persian architecture, blending natural beauty with symbolic grandeur. Built during the reign of Shah Abbas II in the mid-17th century, the pavilion served as a reception hall for royal guests and a venue for lavish celebrations. Its name, Chehel Sotown, refers to the 20 slender wooden columns that support its grand veranda, which, when reflected in the adjacent pool, create the illusion of 40 columns, a poetic nod to the Persian love of symmetry and illusion. The pavilion's most striking feature is its collection of vibrant murals which adorn the walls and ceilings, depicting scenes of historical battles, courtly gatherings, and diplomatic encounters. These paintings are not merely decorative, they serve as a visual chronicle of the Safavid dynasty's achievements and aspirations. One mural, for instance, portrays the Battle of Chaldiran, a pivotal conflict between the Safavids and the Ottoman Empire, while another depicts the reception of foreign ambassadors, highlighting Persia's role as a center of diplomacy and cultural exchange. The artistry and detail in these murals are breathtaking, but they also raise questions about the techniques and materials used to create such enduring masterpieces. How did the artists achieve such vivid colors and intricate details, and what messages were they intended to convey to future generations? Beyond its murals, the Chehel Sotown Pavilion is a masterpiece of architectural symbolism. The pavilion's design reflects the Persian concept of paradise, with its lush gardens, flowing water, and open spaces that blur the line between indoors and outdoors. The central hall, with its high ceilings and mirrored decorations, creates a sense of infinite space, evoking the celestial realms described in Persian poetry and philosophy. The use of water in the form of the reflecting pool and fountains further enhances this connection to paradise, symbolizing purity, life, and renewal. Yet, the deeper meanings behind these design choices remain a subject of debate among historians and architects. Were they purely aesthetic, or did they carry a deeper spiritual or political significance? The pavilion's gardens are another marvel, designed to complement the architecture and create a harmonious environment. These gardens, with their symmetrical layouts and carefully selected flora, reflect the Persian tradition of paradise gardens, which were meant to evoke the beauty and order of the natural world. The interplay of light, water, and greenery creates a tranquil atmosphere, inviting visitors to pause and reflect, but even here mysteries abound. How were these gardens maintained over centuries, and what secrets do they hold about the horticultural knowledge of the time? As we explore the Chehel Sotown Pavilion, we are reminded of the Safavid dynasty's commitment to art, culture, and diplomacy. Its murals, architecture, and gardens stand as a testament to a time when beauty and meaning were woven into every aspect of life. Yet, the questions surrounding its creation and symbolism continue to intrigue and inspire. With this in mind, we now turn our attention to another marvel of Persian ingenuity, the Windcatchers of Yazd, where ancient engineering meets the timeless challenge of survival in the desert. Leaving behind the artistic splendor of the Chehel Sotown Pavilion, we now venture into the heart of the desert to uncover one of ancient Persia's most ingenious architectural innovations, the Windcatchers of Yazd. These towering structures, known as bajirs in Persian, are a testament to the brilliance of ancient engineering, designed to harness the power of the wind and provide natural cooling in one of the world's hottest and driest regions. But how did these windcatchers work, and what secrets lie behind their flawless design? The Windcatchers of Yazd are more than just architectural marvels, they are a lifeline in a harsh environment. Rising above the city's skyline, these structures capture even the slightest breeze, channeling it downward into the buildings below. The air, cooled as it passes through underground water channels or shaded chambers, creates a refreshing indoor climate, offering respite from the scorching desert heat. This ingenious system required no electricity or modern technology, relying instead on a deep understanding of airflow, temperature gradients, and local geography. But what makes these windcatchers so effective, and how did ancient builders achieve such precision without the tools we have today? One of the most fascinating aspects of the windcatchers is their adaptability. Depending on the direction of the wind and the layout of the building, These structures could be designed with 1, 2, or even multiple openings to maximize airflow. Some Windcatchers were even equipped with adjustable vents, allowing residents to control the amount of air entering their homes. This level of customization highlights the ingenuity of Persian architects who tailored each structure to its specific environment and purpose. Yet the question remains, how did they develop such advanced techniques centuries before modern engineering principles were established? The Windcatchers also reveal a deep connection between architecture and the natural world. By integrating water channels known as Qanats into their design, ancient builders created a symbiotic relationship between air and water. As the wind passed over these channels, it absorbed moisture, further cooling the air before it entered the living spaces. This combination of wind and water not only provided comfort but also symbolized the Persian reverence for nature and its elements. But how did they maintain this delicate balance over centuries, and what can we learn from their sustainable approach to design? Beyond their practical function, the Windcatchers of Yazd are a symbol of human resilience and creativity. In a land where survival often depended on outsmarting the elements, these structures stand as a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Persian civilization. They remind us that even in the most challenging environments, innovation can flourish. As we marvel at their engineering brilliance, we are left to ponder the mysteries of their creation and the lessons they hold for our modern world. With this in mind, we now turn to our final destination, the tomb of Hafez, where poetry and architecture intertwine to celebrate one of Persia's most beloved figures. As we step away from the ingenuity of the Windcatchers, our journey through ancient Persia brings us to a place where art and architecture converge in a celebration of one of history's most revered poets, the tomb of Hafez. Nestled in the heart of Shiraz, this mausoleum is not just a resting place but a sanctuary of beauty, poetry, and enduring cultural significance. But what makes this site so special, and why does it continue to captivate visitors from around the world? The tomb of Hafez is a masterpiece of Persian architecture, blending simplicity with profound elegance. The structure, with its open pavilion and 8 slender columns, reflects the poet's timeless connection to nature and the cosmos. The dome above, adorned with intricate tilework, seems to echo the celestial themes often found in Hafez's poetry. Surrounding the tomb is a serene garden, filled with fragrant orange trees and flowing water, creating a tranquil space that invites reflection and reverence. But beyond its physical beauty, what deeper meanings are embedded in its design? Hafez, known as the tongue of the invisible, is celebrated not only for his poetic genius but also for his ability to capture the essence of the human spirit. His verses, filled with themes of love, spirituality, and the mysteries of existence, have transcended time and borders. The tomb, therefore, is more than a memorial. It is a living testament to his enduring influence. Visitors often gather here to recite his poems, seeking solace and inspiration in his words. But how did this site become such a powerful symbol of Persian culture, and what role does it play in the lives of those who visit? One of the most intriguing aspects of the tomb of Hafez is its ability to bridge the past and present. Despite the passage of centuries, the site remains a vibrant cultural hub, hosting festivals, readings, and gatherings that keep Hafez's legacy alive. The tomb's design, with its open and inviting layout, encourages a sense of community and shared experience. It is a place where people from all walks of life come together to celebrate the universal themes found in his poetry. But what is it about Hafez's work that continues to resonate so deeply with people across generations? The enduring mystery of the tomb of Hafez lies in its ability to evoke both personal and collective emotions. For some, it is a place of spiritual connection; for others, a source of artistic inspiration. The interplay of light and shadow, the whispers of the wind through the garden, and the timeless verses inscribed on the tomb's walls create an atmosphere that feels almost otherworldly. It is as if Hafez himself is present, guiding visitors through a journey of self-discovery and wonder. But what secrets does this sacred space hold, and how has it managed to preserve its magic over the centuries? As we conclude our exploration of the tomb of Hafez, we are reminded of the profound impact that art and architecture can have on the human spirit. This mausoleum is not just a monument to a poet, it is a celebration of the enduring power of creativity, culture, and connection. And with this final stop, we bring our journey through the 30 unexplained architectural wonders of ancient Persia to a close, leaving us with a deeper appreciation for the mysteries and marvels of this extraordinary civilization. As we reflect on the journey through the 30 unexplained architectural wonders of ancient Persia, it becomes clear that these structures are far more than mere relics of the past. They are windows into a civilization that mastered art, engineering, and spirituality in ways that continue to baffle and inspire us today. From the towering Ziggurat of Chogha Zanbil to the serene gardens of Pasargadae, each site tells a story of innovation, devotion, and the timeless quest for meaning. These wonders are not just testaments to the ingenuity of their creators, but also reminders of the enduring power of human creativity and connection. The mysteries surrounding these structures, how they were built, why they were abandoned, and what secrets they still hold, invite us to dig deeper into the past. They challenge us to question what we know and to imagine the lives of those who walked these ancient paths. Whether it's the celestial alignments of Cyrus the Great's tomb or the intricate carvings of the Taq-e Bostan Reliefs, each wonder offers a glimpse into a world that was both profoundly different and strikingly familiar. But perhaps the greatest mystery of all is how these sites have managed to endure, not just physically but culturally. They have survived invasions, natural disasters, and the passage of time, yet they remain vibrant symbols of Persian heritage. They continue to draw visitors from around the world, each seeking to uncover their secrets and to connect with the stories they tell. And in doing so, these wonders remind us that the past is never truly lost. It lives on in the stones, the carvings, and the whispers of history. As we conclude this exploration, we invite you to share your thoughts on these incredible sites. Which wonder captivated you the most? What questions do you still have about their origins and purpose? And if you ever have the chance to visit, take a moment to stand in awe of these marvels and let their mysteries unfold before you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to join us on more journeys into the fascinating world of history and culture. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep uncovering the secrets of our shared past.